Play that thing.
Play it.
Let's see it.
Yeah. AJ
So
plays
here's
guitar.
part
I
3 of the
wish I
Real
could.
Estate Power. Take a look at Sandy's guitar. Signed by Andy Grammer.
Ooh. Oh, this
How
one.
cool is that? How cool is that?
My new guitar. The one. It's signed by Andy Grammer.
You should try to like find a rock star and duplicate their pose. You know what I mean? Put them side by side
I know.
on your social media.
Yeah.
Get someone fun like Jack Black or something.
Right.
ridiculous.
Totally.
People eat that up.
I know.
I like their socks, man.
He's all about the socks.
I always wear boots, so my criteria is that they're clean. Matching's optional.
So
Doesn't
how long
crop
did
on
it
my
take you to go around the world?
I did it in a
A year.
year. You can do it faster, but I kind of took my time, and I love surfing and snowboarding too. So I took
Nice.
a couple stops
Ooh.
in fun places. I used to have long hair. I was a Southern California kid.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was a blast. I have a bunch of friends, bunch of pictures. Barcelona, some of the islands in Thailand. I spent a little more time than others, but
That's way
went to like
cool.
Dubai. I was in some crazy places
Oh
too.
my gosh.
Wow.
That's
Dubai was
I'm
nuts.
envious. One day I'll travel the world like that.
Yeah, it's
That
hard.
would be
It's
like a
harder
dream to
once
be able to go out and travel for a year.
Yeah.
the financial part, the family part. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I had an opportunity, and it's where like one eye flutters and like he's looking up, and I was like, yeah, I think I can do this.
That's cool. Yeah, you can always buy a house, but you can't always travel
Exactly.
the world.
Exactly, and I probably would have blown that money, like I said, anyways.
Mhm.
2007, so
Oh right. Yeah.
Whenever you are.
dropped out of the bottom.
All right. Hey, welcome back to your Real Estate Power Hour right here on Fox Sports 910. I'm Jason LaFleche with Results Realty. Of course, across from me, Josh Nestal with AmeriFirst Financial. Sandy Betancourt also with Results Realty. I want to say hi to our other agents with Results Realty that are hanging out, watching online Facebook right now. Got Camille Cuys out there, Alicia Rodriguez.
Hell.
We're going to have her back in the studio next week. And then special guest today is Ray Del Muro with Refresh Glass. So we're going to pick up where we left off, Ray. I want to ask you, so for the people that are ordering these gifts as closing gifts, as realtors or mortgage or it could be anyone ordering these things as
Sure.
thank you gifts. It's not just realtors. Social media, how can they even further their outreach? I mean, what suggestions do you have?
So the number one thing I would say that you could do that's very easy is to one. I read somewhere the other day that only 11% of salespeople ask for a referral, which is mind blowing to me.
Interesting, yeah.
You know, and so in a similar way here, I'm going to do this to you right now, and I'll put you on the spot a little bit. But
Let's do it.
would you be willing to put a picture of you and someone with your family with our glasses on Facebook and link to us
All day long.
if they enjoy it?
Yeah.
And so it's not a very hard ask. You know, what I found is a kind of a cool little trick for realtors is if before they buy the home and where you go through escrow and all the process that I don't completely understand as well as Josh does, you know,
Right.
if you ask them, you're like, hey, when I present you with the keys, you mind if I go with you to the house and take a picture of you with the home?
Yep.
Because we always like to keep like a win board at our office of all the families that we've helped.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can post on your Facebook and link to them. And if it's a really good picture, and if you just take like 10 minutes worth of training, which I can help you do to how to take good pictures and where the light should be,
Right.
and what camera to use, and even buy a $15 tripod.
Yeah.
Then you can ask them to repost it for you.
Uh-huh.
In terms of like, hey, would you mind reposting this for me? It would really help if you said one or two nice sentences about me, and put it on your stream, and I'll give you a beautiful picture to post.
Nice.
And of course, because a lot of people either they don't have any kids yet, or their kid's not responsible enough to get both of them in the frame,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Or they don't have fancy tripods that connect to a tree. You know, and so it's not a hard conversation to have. And instead of a lot of sharing is done one on one. You know what I mean? In terms of word of mouth, literally, which is great and it's old school and it happens all the time.
Yeah.
But why not get in front of all their friends?
Right.
It's
kind of a
not
no-brainer.
hard. Yeah. And very, very, very few people do it. Less than 11% of people would ask that because
Yeah, I
they
love
just
it.
never thought about it.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, how can people get a hold of you guys aside from going to your website, which is refreshglassclientgifts.com, or Instagram, refresh _ glass.
Go to
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the best way.
Really cool.
Yeah,
I like
Instagram, you can see the pictures. You can always email us. Another special that we have that I hadn't told you about before is For people here locally in town, if you want to shoot us an email at info@refreshglass.com,
Mhm.
we'll make you a single glass with your last name on it if you come by and pick it up.
Well, there you have it.
What was that again?
info@refreshglass.com. And then we also have another special online too, where if you just pay $5.99 shipping,
Mm-hmm.
we'll offer you the same thing and ship it to you anywhere in the country.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, just so you can see it and hold it and feel
Right,
it.
right.
You know, it's a lot of people. I see their eyes flutter. You know,
Yeah.
wine bottle turning into a drinking glass. You know, I've held a couple wine bottles, a couple thousand, hundred, one or
Mhm.
two.
Mhm.
You know, and so they're just trying to imagine it. It's not until you hold it and feel it and use it, and it's heavy. And Josh and I were talking about how it's just heavy. It has a thick rim. It just has a different feel to it, like
Right.
like a
Different.
nice watch or something that has
Yeah.
value.
Right, and the whole repurposing. Everybody's into
Exactly.
repurposing
Everyone
and
loves that.
saving the
Exactly.
planet.
And it's a story.
Out here. Shoot it down
It's a
all the time.
conversation piece.
Yeah.
It's something to talk about at the dinner table or to serve it to your friends. You know, like, hey, guess what that's
Right.
made out of?
So what's the turnaround time? Like if I ordered some for my clients that closed yesterday,
Yeah,
what
we're
am I thinking?
pretty wicked fast, so we can do custom engraving in about 3 days.
Ooh,
Jesus.
nice.
And then have it out the door.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, and we also can ship for a lot of the people who do volume. We can ship with a handwritten note that we'll write with your words directly to the client.
Yeah.
If you don't have time to deliver it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to make it easy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to all do lunch and then go to
Yeah,
the
let's do
Refresh
it.
Glass.
Let's go.
Great.
Yeah.
Go to a shop over there, and you know we have to bring Alicia, by the way, because she's the one that
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
she's the one that grassrooted this, by the way, and
Oh,
said
She did,
yeah,
yeah. She
she's the one that found it.
ordered
So
one of your
Oh,
cups
fantastic.
glasses one time, and
I
she
love
knows all about it. Yeah.
It's organic.
so she's coming too.
Yay.
Anyway, I appreciate you being on the show, Ray.
Yeah, man, I'm really proud that you guys invited me to come on.
Yeah, we'll have you out next month as well.
Yeah. Come on.
Awesome.
Again.
Yeah,
Sure.
awesome. All right, hey, let's move on with the show. So, landscaping do's and don'ts. Sandy, I'm gonna look your way there.
Yeah. Landscaping.
Does she have it there already?
I do. So in Arizona, we didn't have a winter this year. We were just talking about that. But the good thing about that is, we have a backyard we can enjoy year round, and so
You and your natural thumb.
I know I have a natural thumb. It's funny because when I moved into my house, it was a new build, and I didn't do the backyard because when you move into a new house, you want to spend your money on
Sure.
certain things, and I didn't spend it there. So, so I went and just did it myself. So I basically had somebody put the edging or the Play-Doh kind of border.
Okay.
Because it's like a Play-Doh machine, and then I just threw seed out there, and all of a sudden I had grass 7 days later. It was like magic. It was magic. So yeah,
That's Arizona for you.
I know it's great, right on the dirt. So and the grass is still there. It's never died.
No fertilizer,
This was like
nothing.
5 years ago, and
Just
I
seed.
still have grass, and it
Wow.
doesn't ever die. It grows year round. I don't know what the heck what kind of grass that is, but it's good stuff. Okay, so landscaping don'ts. Don't build your hedges too high to green is
Block your
pretty.
nose.
But when you build it like really high and it covers your house and it covers the views and covers everything, it's
We
not
don't have
pretty.
a ton of hedges out here in Arizona necessarily anyways, huh?
Yeah.
I bet you see that more you see it in California a little bit more, probably Midwest.
You do. There are a lot of
Okay.
bushes out here that what is it, the poppy seed plant or something, or hop seed. The hop seed plant you can hedge
Okay.
real nice.
Nice.
There's a lot of plants you can hedge,
Right.
but
And you're
yeah.
right, like some people do have hedges instead of walls.
Yeah.
But in here, don't take, we have nice views in Arizona. Make sure you plan ahead. So don't just sit there like I did and grab seed and throw it out there. It worked for me, but you should definitely draw out your backyard, have somebody come over and do it. Put some dripper system in and kind of plan what you're doing, or else you're gonna end up with a big mess.
Hey, and just on that point, so we have a home out in Maricopa City that we're gonna activate mid next week. Well, the homeowner, because they just didn't want to water their lawns, so the
Okay.
figure 8 shaped lawn out front is dead.
Ah,
So what we're doing is we're just being a little more proactive, so we're getting it all trimmed up, trimmed down, and now with the sun coming out, so we're gonna water it the next week, and it's gonna green right up.
The green right up, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, just first impressions, everything. We talk about it all the time, all the way from closing gifts for clients to getting a home ready and having that great first
Right.
impression.
couple more
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Don't do too much of the same thing.
Sure.
So if you like cactus or you like Palo Verdes, don't just fill your yards up with the same thing. It just looks ridiculous.
It's kind of boring.
It is boring and it's the same color over and over again. Don't do just grass. You go to places like California and it's really pretty to have lots of grass, but you need more than just grass. Don't just focus on grass because grass does die.
Right.
Take care of your ivy. So like some vines and stuff like take over your house, and sometimes it's really pretty. We had that house on
It gets out of control.
Right, was it Fountain that had a house, and like 3 doors down, there was this house that looked like it was just a tree.
Right.
The whole, it overgrew. So take care of that, trim it back, get it going. And lastly, on the don't list, don't don't let trees overshadow your home. So your house is pretty. Don't let the trees grow and cover it up. And when they land on the roof, then you start getting like roof rats and.
It will come up on the inspection too, so
It
make sure you
will.
trim the the branches off of your roof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you want
but
that
let's
touching.
really quick. We're gonna go into trends because this is really quick and easy. Okay, mainstream sustainability. Did I say
Sustainability.
that right? Sustainability.
You're close.
Right. Okay. So things
So-
that'll maintain themselves. Things Arizona. We have like desert plants. They
Yep.
don't need a lot of water. They sustain. They look really pretty. They're colorful. Second is edibles. Not that kind of edibles, Josh. Edibles.
Why you always look at Josh? That's harsh.
Grow a garden.
I'm not gonna be able to drive home. I'll be waiting for me outside.
Get a garden where you can eat
You started, Jason.
the fruit and the vegetables. Make a little area in your backyard that you can enjoy. Better is less. So less blingy, less giant sitting areas, and more of like a nice little seating area, bench, which doesn't have too much.
You'd be
stuff
surprised
with it.
that people have little gardens in Arizona.
I
Yeah.
know, it's kind of a new thing. Gardens are great. And get nice patio furniture so you can really enjoy your backyard. So that's it. So,
Yeah.
let's enjoy our backyards year round here. We brag about the weather. Let's get out and enjoy them.
We sure do.
My barber lives on Elliott and Val Vista, right in the city. He's got a big garden in his backyard.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I have
And he loves planting.
I have stuff growing in my backyard, but
Yeah.
nothing's producing fruit yet.
Yeah.
Trees.
I was gonna say, if nothing else, plant a lemon tree, lime tree,
Yeah, you can
pomegranate
always
grows
use-
really good
yeah,
here.
pomegranates
Takes off
too.
here.
Yeah, there's a
Lemons
lot
and
of great
limes
trees.
That's good
do
stuff.
really well. They never die in the winter either.
Those are good topics coming into the good home listing season.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, is there trouble on the horizon?
Could be.
We're gonna talk about that in the next segment. Stay tuned for more of your Real Estate Power Hour.
I feel like every week we refer to you and Pot somehow.
I know. I'm gonna get arrested here.